welcome to my crib. So, this is my crib. Sleeps 4 comfortably. The van life, to be honest. It's nice, but buy a reliable van, honestly. I've had some problems with this one. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but as much as it's changed or extended how long it was going to take to get here, excuse me, took us on a lot of places that, you know, I probably would not have seen it. We just kept driving right through, so I'm actually pretty happy it broke down, as much as it sucks, but, yeah. This is my crib, this is where I sleep. It's my breakfast cereal. I don't know if you can see me here or not, but, nice combination. Hemp seeds, this is, chia seeds, buckwheat, hemp cereal. It's delicious. I don't usually buy this particular brand, but put in some almond milk. Then I added, I'll show you if you can see, bananas and apples. Then a bunch of like dried fruit and everything. And I'll show you this real quick. Beep. My refrigerator. Where I keep all my tasty stuff. Got almond or coconut water, dried fruit and stuff. That's my sink. It's not currently hooked up, so I don't use it. I don't know, I just use it as my garbage can. I put a bag in there so all my crap is. The back's pretty nice. I got my table strapped up. It usually goes right here because what I'm sitting on is this. Folds up, and that makes the bench seat, and then all my crap goes in the very back. And this is the top, so I can pop it and have a full bed up there, which is awesome. But it's raining last night. Didn't want to get it wet because it takes forever to dry, so decided not to. Get more storage under here. This thing lifts up and got all that in there, so that's awesome. I got my suitcase, perfectly fits in this little compartment, and milk crate in between the seats, and for now I put the guitar up in the front just to get it out of my way. This thing dries really nice. Only thing that I had, well, for the issues I had, bought this van off a guy on the island, so I couldn't really go see it. It was the only one, and I really wanted to drive one to California, so talked to him on the phone. He sent me some pictures, asked a million questions. Clearly I should have asked 2 million, but he's like, okay, I'll fix it up, I'll have it ready for you for next week when you're leaving for Cali. And I was like, okay, perfect. Went down, picked it up. I was like, okay, it's not quite what I was hoping for, but is it gonna make it to Cali? Oh yeah, it'll make it to Cali for sure. And he didn't lie, because I'm in California right now, in the redwoods kind of area. But first day I had 2 people in the back and a friend in the front. We made it about halfway, maybe to Seattle, so I guess not quite halfway, and the gas tank valve stem had a leak, so the whole cab just reeked like fresh gas. So we turned around and went home because they were unable to deal with it, but in the front you can't really smell it, it's more in the back. So that was a bit of a pain in the ass. Drove home, dropped everybody off, and I just kind of wasn't going to go to California. And then the last minute after, well, yeah, like 4 in the morning the next day, I was like, okay, screw it, and had all my stuff already packed and decided I was going to drive. And then my one friend went with me. So we were in the front, no one in the back, so we couldn't smell it. Start of our trip, get stopped at the border. They come, they search the van, interrogate us forever because I guess we look like criminals. That was a pain in the ass. It was a pretty rude border guard, and wasn't too impressed, but to be expected. And after that, we made it to, well, probably past Seattle, whatever. At some point we stopped for gas, and then I realized that there was a lot of smoke coming out of the back. We could smell this weird smell the whole time, and then I looked at the engine, and I realized that there's oil dripping, and it's dripping out of my exhaust pipe, which is extremely hot, and it's just like every time it hits the exhaust pipe, and so that smell is just coming into the cab, and I didn't really realize we had all the front windows kind of open. We didn't open too many of the back ones, and so we're like, okay, whatever, let's just keep driving. Filled up, went to the next gas station, and the guy at the gas station was like, oh yeah, no, open the back windows, close most of the front, because that way it'll suck all the fumes out the back. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he also gave me some degreaser and a pressure washer, and said, pressure wash your engine, clean that off, because all of that stuff on your engine's what's smelling. And I was like, okay. And that actually helped quite a bit. So we didn't have to worry about that anymore. So we kept driving, and we're like, okay, well, should we go all the way today? We'll be there by like 9 or 10 at night, or maybe even 11. Or should we just find somewhere to camp out? That's where it gets interesting. So we kept driving, and it's kind of like, oh, well, if we get a sign that we're supposed to stop, we'll stop. And then about 20-25 minutes later, the starts to rain, so the windshield wipers going, and they go like this. Just the passenger one keeps going. This one on the driver's side just stays up, doesn't move, just like totally disconnects from the other one. So now I only have a passenger windshield wiper, driving in the rain, like, oh, god damn it. So I pull over at a gas station because I couldn't see jack shit, and put that one back down, and I was like, okay, well, I'll try to keep driving and just go slow. And I could kind of see, it's just anytime a car was driving towards me, and I'm on a freeway in the I-5, and anytime a car was going towards me, it would just glisten all the water that's on the windshield. It's a pain in the ass to see. That was a bit of an annoyance. And then we're driving, and all of a sudden the brakes start squeaking. It's kind of on and off squeaking, and only if I hit the brakes, it would stop squeaking for a couple seconds, and it'll kind of start up again. So I was like, yeah, that's retarded. Like, why is it squeaking? They're all brand new brakes. You put brand new calipers on the front. Like, there's no reason for brakes to squeak. But we kind of took it as a sign it was time to stop. It wasn't like there was anything wrong with the brakes. It was time to stop, take a break. So we did. We pulled over in a truck stop, had a really good time. Parked it in between a bunch of semis and camped out there for the night. So yeah, I was still pissed off because, like, shouldn't have that many problems going on like a 10-12 hour drive. Like, it's retarded. And then the next day, which was yesterday, we drove and didn't have any problems. It was raining, but I kept the windshield wiper down, so for the most part it was good. The only really scary part was driving right before you get to the redwoods, kind of close to the Cali border, I guess you could say. There's a drive right along the ocean, and the wind isn't very intense, and this van isn't very good in the wind because I can feel it like shooting me all over the road. So that wasn't necessarily the best, but yeah, overall it was pretty good.